Teach me a story, Storms.
Well, according to the original comic and source material, the turtles were actually April O'Neil's pets.
Really?
Yeah, and they learned...
Oh my god, I didn't know that.
They learned martial arts from a book that Splinter found in the sewer.
You mean Splinter wasn't a ninja all this time?
No.
Oh my god, see, I was so confused about that. This movie fucking sucked! Oh my god! Gee! Oh!
I almost...
Oh, good fucking lord!
I almost walked out of the theater in the first 30 minutes of the movie.
If I didn't want to do this vlog with him so bad, I would have walked out 20 minutes saying, fuck this goddamn movie.
Okay,
Nothing about it made sense.
So, right off the bat, you can see by our reaction that this movie sucked pretty
This movie
bad.
is fucking ass garbage.
Now, before anybody writes in the comment box and says that we are not fans of Ninja Turtles,
would you like to bring up the
both wearing turtle shirts, okay? I got the library collections, DVDs up the ass of the new series, the 4Kids series, the original series, and all the movies, even the CGI one, which is fucking amazing. Okay, so, and before anybody says, well, you know, you gotta go in with an open mind, I went in this movie with very low expectations.
Okay? No, okay, put it this way. This movie was not as bad as we thought it would be. It was worse!
Yeah. I mean, I don't even know how that's possible. I literally went in this movie with the lowest of expectations.
And it lowered them.
I even put it on Facebook that I'm going to see this movie with very low expectations. And the shit was worse than my low expectations. Like, I knew something was wrong when Joel Torero is on Facebook saying the movie was good.
Good, yeah.
I knew something was wrong.
Oh, hold on a minute. Oh, yeah, no. This is why I texted him, because I want to read my text from him. Okay. Let's see. All right. Now he had told me the other day. Okay. This was our confirmation. The movie is good. Silly Joel, that's not how you spell shit. Dude, I swear, I'm not even trying to mess with you or piss you off. I have no fucking clue how he pulled it off or who controlled his insanity, but the movie is straight up faithful and good. Hold on. There's more. If it's not, I will kill you and feed your remains to Storms. I give you my word as the superior Spidey that TMNT is good. Remember, it's not perfect, but the movie is legit good and faithful.
Faithful.
And now it's full. Yeah, we'll get to that. Okay, now, after seeing the movie, this is my text to him. That movie was ass garbage and a spit in the face to Turtles lore. It was not faithful, and I want to murder you for getting my hopes up. What? The fuck, man? They nailed the Turtles dead to rights. The movie avoided all base tropes and nonsense, bull fucking shit. Shredder is Asian and his character, which is true, he is Asian in this movie. That guy that they've been building up as a Shredder, he's not really the Shredder. In fact, he has no fucking purpose in this fucking movie other than standing around and acting evil on occasion. Okay, they had the van, which didn't show up until the last fucking scene of the film.
Which was like 30 seconds.
Yeah. 30 seconds, yeah, exactly. Splinter, who, I don't even want to get started on his fucking design. The Foot Clan, which wasn't the fucking Foot Clan, it's something entirely different. Apparently, they're a bunch of fucking, instead of ninjas, instead of a group of ancient warriors from Japan and trained warriors from New York City that Shredder had trained himself. No, they're not that anymore. Instead, they're just generic fucking commandos with guns. That is not the fucking Foot Clan.
And they got their name according to the opening sequence.
Oh, Jesus
because
Christ.
they step over people.
They step over people, so they're the Foots.
So they were dubbed the Foot Clan.
Oh,
because they
eat
step
my
over
dick,
people.
movie. Okay, no, it gets better. This was the most confusing thing he sent me. And they merged the two most common origins. Nothing about this movie has any connection to the real Turtle origins. Nothing.
This is a whole
Nothing
new
at all.
origin. Whole new origin made right out of someone's fucking ass. Okay, I texted Joel and I said, TMNT fucking sucked. Hero can't win over pessimist, I suppose. Jigsaw and most people who've seen it enjoyed it. I'm not shocked that you and Adam didn't. It's pretty much the normal. Why? Because we're fans.
And so TMNT?
Yeah, we're fucking fans. And then he goes on on with another paragraph. I'm not going to get into it. But this is coming from the guy who thought fucking Spider-Man 3 was a perfect 10 out of 10 movie. So, I mean, this movie was so bad, I'd rather see any of the previous Transformers movies than see this film.
Oh, okay. See, I was actually explaining this to him in the car. If I was given a choice between watching Age of Extinction or this again, I'd probably kill myself first. But if I absolutely had to, if I had nothing to kill myself with, I'd probably watch this again. Only because it is mercifully shorter than Age of Extinction was. That's the only reason.
That's the only reason, though.
It's just as bad as that movie.
It's worse than Transformers.
If not worse. Okay, but again, this has a shorter fucking runtime.
Yeah,
that's the only thing.
That's the only thing is that you're gonna be in it shorter. But I mean, at least Transformers 4, I can enjoy the visuals and the fucking. You know, the cheesy ass fucking cheesecake with the girl, you know, in her short shorts. I got something to enjoy. There was nothing to enjoy in this film. Nothing. I was trying to.
Will Arnett was the most annoying motherfucker in this movie. Every time he opened his mouth, and he will testify to this, I just looked at the screen and went, I fucking hate you. That's all I did. The whole movie, every time he was on screen, I hate you. Because he was trying to be funny. He wasn't funny.
Let's explain to these people watching the main reason why we're mad. Because Joel said they merged the two origins. Okay, hold on a second.
Let's see,
we got this origin, which I believe in this one is based off of
the comics.
Yeah, so the origin of this and
this. Oh, the movie.
Yeah, the movie.
Which is the same.
The movie is pretty much.
He's the rat in that suit.
Yeah, he's a spot on. This is spot on to the comic, and this is pretty much the comic. Okay, and then you got the second origin, which was Splinter was Amato Yoshi that got transformed into Top Turtles, you know.
And that was the same thing.
And this is basically an updated version. Neither one of these origins are in this movie. They invented their own origin. Splinter does not know ninjutsu. He doesn't know martial arts.
There was a scene, okay? The Turtles and Splinter were April's pets. They were her fucking pets. There was a scene where she's watching like old footage. She used to take around her father's lab, which it's a fucking top secret government lab. Why the fuck would you allow a video camera in there? Secondly, all right, they're her fucking turtles. It's her rat. She just looks at the glass and goes, "Oh, hi, Splinter."
She named them. She named all the turtles. April O'Neil named all the turtles. Named Splinter. She's the one that got them into pizza. She started feeding them pizza when they were in the bowl. And then something happened. Oh yeah, April's father found out what Eric was trying to do. Set the whole damn place on fire. April helped the turtles and Splinter escape into a sewer. And then, you know, they got the mutagen on them. And then years down the line, Splinter was worried that they had to defend themselves, so he found a martial arts book on the ground.
He found a ninjutsu book in the fucking sewer when he was like cleaning up their lair.
And he's like, well, they gotta learn to protect themselves, so I'm gonna teach myself martial arts.
And then teach them.
And then I'm gonna teach them. You can't learn martial arts from a book. I used to read martial arts book. I don't have a black belt in fucking kung fu. I don't. That's the dumbest thing you ever did.
Not to mention, okay, half the fucking moves, he's using his tail. That would not be in a goddamn martial arts book.
And then April is trying to tell her boss, look, these turtles are ninjas. They know karate. Ninjas don't do karate. They know ninjutsu. My God. Ninjutsu. That's why they're called ninjas.
I want to know a few things. One, why was Will Arnett in this movie? No reason. Two, why was Karai in this movie? No fucking reason.
Why was William
Fichtner in this movie? He didn't do a goddamn thing.
You could have stuck anybody in that role.
The biggest thing he does in this movie, and it's not even something we see him do, it's something he mentioned, oh, April, it took about 3 bullets for me to kill your father. Yeah, he killed April's father. Yet, a few scenes ago, we clearly saw her father die in a fucking fire!
Like 20 minutes
My God!
20 minutes. He's like 20 minutes before that, he's like shooting. April's like, yeah, it took less bullets to kill your father. And like, yeah, because her father died in a fire that he showed 20 minutes ago. Like, there's so many plot holes. At the end, Shredder's falling. There's one can of mutagen. Right? One fucking can. And they need this mutagen to save Splinter, which I don't know why, because it would just fuck him up even worse. But Shredder falls with that mutagen, gets it on himself. So how did they get mutagen to save Splinter at the end?
They didn't. No, they just because the plot required it.
There were so many fucking plot holes. Like literally,
Made no goddamn sense.
it took like 20 minutes for the Turtles to even show up on screen. When they did, Raphael throws this fucking tire trailer.
Yeah, it's no. He throws it. An entire fucking trailer at the soldiers. So apparently they're all fucking Hulks now.
Yeah.
All right, and not only does he throw it, apparently he's so strong that the soldiers start flying back before the trailer even fucking hits them. And they fly back to like impossible fucking lengths.
They flew back with anticipation.
I'm like, Jesus Christ.
And at that point,
this is so bad.
When I seen Guardians of the Galaxy last week, I had to take a piss really bad. But I stayed in my seat. I didn't want to miss it.
He did.
In this movie, I'm like, fuck you, dude. I got up and went and took a piss. I came back and
Nobody cared.
I'm like, what did I miss?
His wife fell asleep.
And she's a Turtle fan too.
I think she's a bigger Turtle fan than both of us.
She has more Turtle shit than I do.
Jesus.
It pisses me off when somebody texts me and say I'm being negative about a movie that we both went in hoping it was going to be good. We expected the worst, but we were hoping it to be good.
Yeah, okay. And this, I want to explain something to people, and I was just explaining this to him outside. I don't pay to see any movie wanting it to be bad. I can expect it to be bad, I can think it will be bad, but I want even a movie that I think will be bad to surprise me a little. This movie surprised me, just nowhere near the ways I wanted it to. It surprised me in the worst possible ways it could have.
I think
because this was so much worse than I thought it was going to be.
The only positive, there's two positives I've seen in this movie.
Donatello and Michelangelo.
Okay, three positives I've seen in this movie. One, the first positive is Megan Fox was not the worst thing in this movie.
No, she wasn't. I was shocked as fuck.
The second positive was they actually say Cowabunga once. Or twice, I believe. And the third one is they got the personalities for Mikey and Donnie right. Those were the only things in this movie that was done right. But the design for absolutely everything was bullshit.
Especially Shredder.
Shredder was
a
complete
fucking
ass.
Alright, friggin' Splinter looked like a goddamn weasel.
Yeah,
he didn't look like a rat. He looked like a goddamn weasel.
And he was fucking scary looking. He has this beard and long ass fucking mustache. His hair slicked back because he's supposed to be Japanese, even though he's not. He's not.
He's got a freaking Fu Manchu, and he's not even Japanese in this
version. The only Japanese character is Shredder and Karai, and they don't even call Shredder a Rokosaki. Okay, it's never established he's a Rokosaki.
Hamato Yoshi ain't mentioned either because he doesn't exist.
Hamato Yoshi doesn't exist. No mention about the past with the Foot Clan. Nothing. All this so-called origin, Joel, that you said they merged, where is it? They didn't mention anything.
No, they didn't at all.
April O'Neil had pets that, or her father was experimenting on it. You know, they were taking the mutagen and the turtle, and when the place caught on fire, she took them and put them to safety. That was her pets when she was playing around in the lab.
Okay. Let me see. Just let me name off everything, and so you can see if it sounds familiar. Okay. Main character's father was working for a big corporation and got killed for trying to cover up the secrets.
I know where you're going with this.
Okay.
I know where you're going with this.
No. And the main plan of the villain of the film was to release a toxic gas through a machine into the city on a skyscraper. Yeah. Okay? And let's see. The heroes stop it, but then the tower falls.
The whole scene.
Let's see. Does any of this sound familiar to you?
The whole plot
Any of it
was Amazing Spider-Man.
Thank you!
The whole plot was Amazing Spider-Man.
Only shit.
But it wasn't done as good as Amazing Spider-Man. Okay?
It was trying so hard to be Amazing Spider-Man, and it wasn't.
If you take the Turtles and put them as Peter Parker and Megan Fox as Gwen Stacy, you have a rehash of Amazing Spider-Man.
Oh my god, and Joel, I'm sorry. How is this awesome and the Amazing Spider-Man just okay?
Yeah.
How?
Dude, you need to check your credit card, man, because
No, fuck checking it. Fucking pass that bitch forward.
I know I went on record saying Dragon Ball Evolution, like I like Dragon Ball Evolution. I still stand by Dragon Ball Evolution. Dragon Ball Evolution
was better than this.
As bad as it was better than this. Okay?
So, I'll be honest about that. It was better than this.
At least Goku won the fucking alien. At least they got Goku. They fucked up the Zaru Piccolo thing, but at least he came from outer space. These turtles they learned ninjutsu from a book. A book. You can't do that.
No, and the thing is, this book that was like teaching them, like he opens the pages and it's just pictures. Like it's not even writing. Yeah. It's just like pictures of the moves. I'm like, what is this ninjutsu for morons? Like, Jesus Christ!
It should have been.
It should have so bad.
It should have been martial arts for dummies.
Oh my God, in heaven!
It was fucking ridiculous. And they beat Shredder at the end by playing a stupid fucking game called
Buck.
Yeah, which is like Leap the Frog, like. You know,
they beat him by playing Leap the Frog.
Yeah, basically the whole damn premise. Oh, it was horrible.
Leap Frog. That's how they defeat Shredder.
The fucking.
Oh, and guess who takes him out? April. Yeah. April takes out Shredder. Okay, I swear to God, the second that happened, I just turned to him and went, "Wow, that is the biggest spit in the face since Katie Holmes took out the Scarecrow."
It was horrible.
It really was.
It was horrible, man.
At least her taking out the Scarecrow was funny. This was just uncomfortable.
And everything about this movie was so useless. It was a lot of the Whoopi Goldberg's character was useless.
Will Arnett's character was useless. William Fichtner's character was useless. Karai was useless. How do you make Karai useless?
Why does Karai even need to be in that movie? That could have been anybody else.
You know, say what you will about the animated TMNT movie. The characters in that movie had a goddamn purpose. Karai was a big part of it.
This movie's good. I like this movie.
It is good. I like it too.
Joel.
It at least gets the spirit of what Ninja Turtles is supposed to be down.
Joel, in one of his reviews, I remember, went on record saying this movie sucked. How is he going to sit there and say this movie sucked and actually defend this movie that has nothing to do with Ninja Turtles? There was the scene between Leonardo
and Raphael
in this movie was perfect.
Oh,
that's
God.
What TMNT is.
That's another thing I got to get on with this fucking movie. That was another thing I was just telling you outside. Fucking, in the very beginning, in the Turtles introduction scene, I don't even want to say establish, because this movie doesn't establish shit, but they kind of allude to Leonardo and Raphael's rivalry. Then they never mention it again once, not once, throughout the entire film, and then at the end, Raph's like, "Yeah, I'll follow you."
Yeah.
Brother. Like, it was a big deal. Like, fuck you! You didn't even do anything with it!
He never...
How dare you!
Raph never questioned Leo's leadership through this whole movie.
No, he didn't.
There was really no leadership. Everybody was doing their own shit all through this movie.
Yeah.
You know? And it's hard to explain, because this movie was, like, all over the fucking map. Nothing really made sense. I found the movie boring.
Oh, God. I almost nodded off twice.
I mean... I was slumped down in my chair,
the fuck off.
just looking at my watch, you know. I found the movie quite boring.
You know, I mean, Transformers Age of Extinction, I tried falling asleep, but it was too loud. And Joel wanted to sit in the front row, so nope.
Maybe that's why he thinks movies are better than they are. He sits so close he doesn't see anything. You laugh, I'm being dead serious.
That's funny.
But I don't want to sit, you know, people ain't gonna sit there and say that I'm not a TMNT fan. Because I know almost everything about TMNT. I've been watching that shit since I was born. The first movie I ever seen in theaters was TMNT, the first movie.
And I maintain the first movie holds up incredibly well.
Oh yeah, if they would take the original TMNT
movie,
if they would take that, digitally remaster it, and take out the 90s and 80s rap music, and add music from today in there, that movie still holds up.
Like if they released it in theaters now,
if they would take
it, hold up.
Change the soundtrack to a modern soundtrack, put it in limited theaters, that movie will hold up.
Because I'm sorry, you could say, oh well, it's guys in suits all you want, they still fucking look real.
Yeah, those suits look real. Yeah, it got
still look
fake
like
toward
turtles.
the end. You know, like TMNT 3. It looked.
Oh no, TMNT 3, they look fucking shitty as hell.
But I'd rather watch
They look
TMNT.
better in that than this.
I'd rather watch Ninja Turtles 3 than this. I'd rather watch Ninja Turtles 3 than this.
Oh, another thing I noticed, there's actually a ton of things I want to talk about, but the one thing I noticed was Raphael in this, he has a scar
Above his lip.
and yet in almost every shot, it seems to be switching from the left side to the right side. And that was just distracting as hell. Like, really? You can't even get something as simple as a fucking scar right?
Since you brought up the scar, I want to talk about the turtles' design. They didn't look like turtles.
They look like Shrek.
They look like they had these giant. They look like Shrek with giant turtle backpacks on, because the turtle shell. It was
It's
so
too big
huge
for their
on the back
bodies.
that they were all hunched over. It
Yeah.
was amazing how any of them stood up. Because every scene you see them just standing there, they're all like hunched over. It's distracting. Where in the original TMNT movie, you know, they looked like what they were supposed to.
Even the freaking comic. Okay, their shells are not big.
Yeah,
like, you
they're
can't
not,
even
like, up here.
Look at them. You can't even see their shells.
Yeah, it's
that's how
supposed to
small
be-
they are.
It's supposed to be
That's
centered in their back,
Yeah.
not way up here. And it's like Splinter's design looked like shit. Shredder's design looked like shit. The Turtles' design looks like shit. Like, there was so much in this movie. The Foot Clan.
The Foot Clan is just commandos, really?
Why?
Do you have no imagination? Do you have no fucking passion, Michael Bay? None.
And people are going to defend Michael Bay that he didn't direct this movie, but he still produced it. And
It feels like he directed it.
he has his fit.
It really does.
Well, kinda, because there wasn't as many explosions as.
'Cause it's boring.
Yeah. But here's the thing I got a problem with also. It's one of the many problems I have. Why bring in Karai when you don't have these Orokosaki, Amato Yoshi feuds?
Thank you.
Because Karai was a part of that feud. That was what came out of that feud. If you don't have that feud or those characters in the movie, why even bother putting Karai? That bitch could have been anybody. You could have called her Jasmine, and it wouldn't make a lick of difference to the plot. You know, the movie was just.
You could have just said she was Irma.
Yeah,
And, like, it wouldn't have made a fucking difference.
It does. Well, like, people were bashing this out. Like, he was getting a refill on his soda, and people were bashing it. Like, they're like, oh, in the sequel, I bet you Casey Jones is going to be made in their lab, too. Like, people were bashing it coming out. Yet you have people texting me saying, I'm being negative, and this
We're
is
not the only ones. This has been getting negative reviews all goddamn week.
gave it a negative review.
Chris
today.
Stuckman?
IGN gave it a 6.0.
Chris Stuckman gave it a D+.
I think I'm trying to think of like the worst movie I've seen lately and see how it compares. Like I watched Divergence earlier this week. I'd rather watch Divergence again to watch this, and I didn't like Divergent at all. This movie really disappointed me. It was worse than my expectation, which was low. Like my expectation was like below sea level. That was below this. It was horrible.
Dude, I'm gonna be straight. Not only was Ninja Turtles 3 better, I will go on record.
Don't say the concert.
No.
What are you gonna say?
No. Batman and Robin was better.
Oh, I'd rather watch Batman and Robin.
Yeah, I would too.
I got a love-hate relationship with Batman and Robin.
Batman and Robin.
Batman and Robin's so bad, I love it.
Like, you can enjoy it just from the camp value.
Yeah, it's like watching the '66 Batman. You know, the old Adam West Batman.
Yeah.
You watch it because it sucks.
Sucks.
This
Exactly.
movie just sucks because it sucks. At least Batman and Robin had a plot. You know?
This movie has no story. It has no plot. It
doesn't.
feels like it's being made up as it goes along. And everything is so convoluted and coincidental. You can't take this shit seriously. Joel, how did you take this seriously? I honestly want to know.
And what I want to know is how the main plot didn't even make sense. The whole point of the plot was for Shredder to release this toxin to basically like kill people because they did on a foot soldier and it killed the foot soldier. And Eric Sachs was going to use the mutagen to cure them so his business would make more money and he would look like a hero. But that didn't make sense either because the mutagen mutates people. So
it
how
doesn't
does that cure?
Yeah.
So how did that even cure?
How would it cure somebody? It's a mutagen.
Yeah.
Like,
so how did that even...
You saw what it did to these turtles. How
Shredder at the end. Because at the end you see Shredder with the mutagen on him. So obviously the impact of the fall didn't kill him. That mutagen is going to heal him just like it healed Splinter, even though I don't know how Splinter got the mutagen.
Yeah.
But how can in one scene the mutagen create these monster-type creatures, and the next scene, it saves lives, it helps you regenerate. It's like fucking, Weapon X type shit. Doesn't really, not Weapon X shit, because Wolverine had that healing factor before Weapon
It doesn't
X.
fucking add up. It's like, okay, sometimes mutagen mutates people, then it's healing people.
The bad thing is, this movie had no martial arts.
None. No, you know what it was? It was just them punching and kicking shit. There was nothing. They didn't know ninja moves.
Yeah, well, they learned from the book, that's why.
Yeah, exactly.
But,
okay, I'll be fair. They showed them doing ninja moves as they were kids.
Yeah.
And then you see none of that as they're adults, because they're too fucking bulky. They're too big to do anything.
One, as a kid, who wasn't a kid trying to do ninja moves? Okay? My little fat ass was running around trying to ninja kick shit too. Okay? But they spent most of their time shoulder charging people and out powering people. When they fought Shredder, all it was like bah, bah. It was like no.
Yeah, nothing.
Go watch the original TMNT movie.
They actually pull some ninja moves to actually try to fight
Fucking
them.
Shredder was beastly in that movie.
Yeah.
He fucked them turtles up, all of them. And
he barely had any armor on. Jesus.
He had his helmet, his pads, his knee, his shin pads, and his claws. That's all he had in that movie. And that movie is amazing. In a way, I'm glad, because that movie still remains the best TMNT movie ever.
Let me explain something to you. What makes that movie so fucking great is, okay, you know what? No. Joel, you said that this movie blends the origins perfectly. No, that movie does. And I'll tell you why. Okay?
Yeah.
Because the story of that movie, the greatest storyline, that is all the fucking comic book. The personalities of the turtles are from the cartoon. So when you had to cater to the adults who loved the comic book and the kids who loved the cartoon.
Yeah, that
blended them perfectly.
That's what the first movie was.
That is a Ninja Turtles movie.
It took Kevin Easton's, and they took
Peter Laird.
Peter Laird, and they took that concept, and they took like the colored bands from the cartoon, the personalities from the cartoon, even the logo from the cartoon.
Yeah.
They took all that from the cartoon and mixed it with the origin of the comic,
and it was badass.
Yes, that's mixing two origins. This is coming up with your own shit on toilet paper. There was nothing in this movie.
It's so fucking true.
Nothing in this movie was based off the origin. It wasn't. And they want to say that Kevin Easton is, they had their ideas in the script. I don't think so. Because there were so many plot holes in the script. I honestly think they were going to go with the original Alien version. People got so pissed off that they just threw another script together and went with that. Because this script was lazy. It was a lazy script. They're like, let's do Amazing Spider-Man, but with turtles. That's what they did. Everybody raved about this snow sloping scene. I thought that was fucking stupid.
It was boring.
I didn't like it.
Nothing happened. It's just them sliding down a goddamn hill. What the?
Yeah. And they're like, we gotta get to this building.
It's not even important. Like, you could have just cut that sequence entirely, had them showing up at the building. The movie would be no different.
Yeah.
It's just like, well, we know our audience is probably falling asleep by now. We better put in an action scene.
There was no... It ain't like Shredder showed up, beat their asses down, and they gotta come back from that. Like in the original TMNT movie, the Foot Clan invaded their place, stole Splinter, and the Turtles had to get the hell out of the fucking town.
Yeah, and they worked hard.
Yeah, they found themselves, and they came back, to take back the city and whatever. None of that was in this movie. It was... This
movie's bullshit.
This movie was just bad. Poor storytelling.
Okay, like there's one scene where, okay, put it this way. You know in the fucking trailers where William Fichtner's talking about all that shit about heroes? That is not in this movie.
Yeah.
That is not in this movie. There's one scene where the real Shredder okay, I want to know, why the hell were they marketing William Fichtner as the Shredder?
Yeah.
When he's clearly not the Shredder. They don't even hint in this movie that he might be the Shredder at all. Because in the first, 10 minutes, they show the Shredder. And he's Asian. Clearly fucking Asian.
A lot of stuff in the trailer didn't make it in the movie.
Jesus!
And I actually asked him and my wife afterwards on the ride home because I didn't know if I missed it from going to take a piss. But like the whole thing where he's like, me and your dad,
Yeah, we're trying to create heroes. Nothing.
never in it. Did they even show, like, I don't know, I might have been out. Did they even show when William Fichtner took the sheet off the suit and kind of stared at it?
No!
Because they
None of that. That was just for the trailer.
Yeah, because in the trailer it looked like he was Shredder because he pulled the veil off the thing and looked at it and whatnot. Just a whole bunch of useless stuff, really. Just
Like,
a bunch of useless stuff.
If you were gonna make him like an inventor guy, why didn't you just make him Baxter Stockman?
Yeah.
He's got the blonde hair. I could easily see him playing Baxter Stockman. Like, that character could have been redeemed. One, if you made him that character. And two, if at the end, maybe he got mutated and turned into the Fly
Well,
that he's supposed to be, that would be badass.
us and like 4 other people were dumb enough to stay for the after credits to hope that there was another scene. We're like, there's gotta be something to redeem this movie. I was hoping that like either they would reveal Shredder was a Krang, or William Fichtner's character was a Krang, or there was some kind of Krang involved somehow, because I needed something to redeem myself from this movie because this movie was so bad. Well, like, no one in this theater really gave a shit. Nobody. I think the only ones that really cared was the kids, and I felt sorry for the kids because they
You're
got.
seeing such a fucking watered down version of this
Yeah.
this fucking story, and this story is wonderful. There's a reason it has thrived now for 30 goddamn years. 30 years now, man. This is how we are rewarded.
Yeah.
This is how the Turtles are rewarded for 30 years of having a fucking fan base with this bullshit. It makes me fucking sick. It really does.
I don't think it's gonna get a sequel because I
Probably will.
I think
Because it'll probably make money.
I don't think it's gonna make money though. I think this weekend it will make money. I think it'll make money this weekend. But so
Hank,
much
Chris.
word of mouth is gonna get across that like this movie. Hopefully there's more people like us, not more people like Joel.
Yeah.
And word of mouth will tell people not to go see this.
Mm-hmm.
And hopefully it doesn't make money like next week. Hopefully it drops a lot. It's gonna make money this week. I know that. This weekend is gonna make money. I hope there's not gonna be a sequel. If there's gonna be a sequel, then to be honest with you, they need to act like the first movie never happened. They need to do what they did with the Incredible Hulk, like they did with Hulk.
Please do that.
Yeah, like everything from
No
Ang
more.
Lee's Hulk-
Redo. Total 180.
Yeah, go completely opposite. You make your turtles look like fucking turtles. They don't need to be 7 feet tall. They don't need to look like Shaquille O'Neal. And yeah, just
Like the only enjoyment, like I will admit that Donnie they got Donnie right, but the only pure enjoyment I got out of this was a few one-liners from Mikey here and there.
and they were so far in between.
Exactly, like you barely heard any from them.
So far in between, especially when you walk out of a movie like Guardians of the Galaxy, where you're getting great one-liners from like the entire cast.
Yeah.
You go into this movie and it's just.
One guy doing one-liners, and the
Yeah.
rest of it is bullshit.
And I don't even need to get into the racism and stereotypical bullshit that's in this movie.
Oh, please do.
Because that's what, I mean, the Turtles...
They stereotyped him.
Yeah, they stereotyped him.
Why does Donnie need glasses?
Because
he's the smart one.
So you need to put glasses on him to prove that he's smart. Why
does Leo need the bamboo armor? Because I don't fucking know.
There ain't no reason.
Why?
They're like, why does Raphael need to have a full head of bandana? Because he's the badass one, and he has a Razor Ramon toothpick.
No. Why does Mikey have to have the seashell necklace?
The sunglasses.
Yeah, because he's the cool one, man.
Yeah,
He's the party dude.
So
he's gotta have all that stuff. Show all this stuff on them. That'll really get us into, God forbid you can give them the personalities to go along with that.
That's what people are defending online. My phone. This is embarrassing. My homeboy Pablo, sorry. I'll call you back, I promise. But the problem is, people are defending it going, well, that gives them personality. You know what gives them good personality? Good storytelling.
Yes.
Okay? You didn't need that in the first Ninja Turtle movie. You didn't need that in the fucking TV series. You didn't need that in the comic. You had good storytelling that separated them. You don't need to make Donatello look like Steve Urkel to make him the smart one.
You noticed that too?
You don't. It's just ridiculous how they stereotype these fucking people. And another thing I wanted to bring up, even though I do think Megan Fox is the least worst thing about the movie,
She is. I'll admit that.
but as soon as the scene showed up where she's jumping on the trampoline, you knew the shit was going downhill.
Yeah. Oh god, no, dude. I just wanted to watch. Oh yeah, Joel. Yeah, okay. All of Bay's tropes are God. Yeah, except for the sexist bullshit. Like, we gotta have Megan Fox jumping on a trampoline.
What about
with
her
the
when
bouncy
she's
tits,
leaning out the window and Vernon's
like staring at her ass?
Yeah. Like, oh,
Yeah.
that's good. Yeah.
Yeah, that's good right
No,
there.
there's no Michael Bay trademarks in this movie.
Oh, not at all. Oh, no, that's why... Okay, here's what I didn't get. It was like they had one little clip they couldn't stick in the movie, so they just showed it after the credits, as soon as the credits started rolling. That scene with the Victoria's Secret billboard.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like, it says directed by Jonathan Liebesman, written by whoever, 3 untalented motherfuckers. Okay, then it shows the scene of friggin' Raph and Mikey just randomly
climbing
a building, and then people turn their heads, so they jump on the Victoria's Secret billboard on the boobs.
Yeah, and each of their shell looks like the boobs.
Yeah.
So, it's stealthy. No, it's not stealthy.
I'm Michael Bay. I'm Jonathan Liebesman.
It's fucking stupid. What else is wrong with this movie? There's a lot.
There's nothing. What's right with this movie? That's the shorter answer. There's one line that really pissed me off because this Shredder, I didn't feel, I don't think he's earned the right to say it. There's a line, and he doesn't even say it in English. It's fucking subtitled.
Yeah, it's subtitled.
He says, "Tonight I dine on turtle soup." Okay, I literally just pointed my finger at the screen and said, "How fucking dare you?" Okay, how dare this ghetto-ass Shredder, who has nothing to do with the actual fucking Shredder, say a line spoken by Uncle Phil? You have not earned what Uncle Phil has earned.
Yeah.
Fuck you. Uncle Phil, bitches. That's right. That's right.
Yeah, that's right. Overall, film is pretty bad. I'm trying to think of more worse stuff.
Okay.
There's so much,
much bad stuff, like, I don't think I can fit it all in my goddamn head.
Yeah, I'm trying to forget this movie. I don't want to remember more. Just take what we're saying and take it to heart.
Another thing. It's predictable as fuck.
Oh, yeah.
Beyond predictable.
Oh, yeah.
Beyond
predictable.
Oh, except for the little surprise with April. And the turtles being her pets.
Yeah.
Oh.
That was like a curveball. But, hey, like some people say, it's merging the origins.
Yeah. Totally.
Where in any of the shit back here did April pets with them and shit?
Oh, you didn't see it was in episode 72 of the original show? Yeah, bullshit.
Yeah. But this also comes from the guy that thinks Peter Parker dancing up the street is fucking, like, Oscar-worthy material. But, I guess we're going to wrap it up because we've been talking for...
Ever?
Like, 30-something minutes. I don't even fucking know. But, don't go see this movie.
I took these off because I was afraid I'd break them.
Don't go see this movie. I'm pretty sure... I mean, we have a lot to talk about this movie still, but we can't keep going on forever.
Yeah.
But those are some of the main points. I went in with very low expectations, and I came out even more upset. I was hoping to God it was good. I bought my tickets a day before, because I was excited to go see this movie. I had low expectations, but I prayed to God it was going to be good, and it wasn't good. It was a mess of a movie, a mess of a story.
Yeah, well, since I thought it was going to be bad, I went to Walmart, and I bought this, and it came with a free movie ticket to see the movie.
Yeah.
So I'm like, if I'm going to buy anything, I'm going to support something good this Ninja Turtles related.
Well, I bought Volume 5 of this, right? That also came with the free ticket, and I didn't use my free ticket on these tickets. I used my cash to buy me and my wife's tickets 2 days ago. We bought it in advance. And Adam asked me, why did you use the free ticket? I'm like, well, I'm going to use the free ticket to go see it again. No, I'm not. I would not even go for free to see that again.
Don't even give it away. Don't put that on someone.
It's
Burn it.
right in my damn Spidey bag, and it's not being... No. You know what I'm going to do now? I'm going to go make a pizza, put on some TMNT, and I'm going to cry.
Let's watch some good shit, man. I'm sorry.
This movie's so bad, it makes the Turtles concert film look good. The Turtles on tour. I'd rather watch that than this shit. Yeah, Joe, do you even know what that is? You're supposed to be a TMNT fan, right? You even know what that is?
Well, he might have seen the critic review, and I don't know.
No. Well, I actually owned the VHS.
Oh, Jesus, dude.
And the soundtrack on cassette.
Now that's a fan right there.
That's why I'm fat, guys, because of the damn pizza and messages and Turtles. Anyway,
See, that's what we're trying to get across, is that even when the Turtles were at their lowest points, it was not this bad.
Like, I never watched...
Or this generic.
The only TMNT stuff I never watched was Next Mutation.
That was bullshit.
And I tried watching the first episode. I didn't like it.
Yeah, it was some
But,
bullshit.
I mean, come on. I mean, this movie... At least in Next Mutation, their origin story was right.
Yeah.
At least you can say that. This movie, there was
Nothing.
nothing right. I mean, if you took the title out... You wouldn't even know this was a Ninja Turtle
If you could have called it Superhuman Samurai Slugs, and it'd be the same goddamn movie.
Yeah, and the whole part where they were like, are they aliens? No, they're turtles. Like, that scene was a mix between two other scenes. In the movie, it didn't even flow like that.
No.
Because the one part where once he took place with Vernon, April in the van, and the other one took Whoopi Goldberg in April, and it was two different scenes. Both on the opposite sides of the movie. And they took both dialogues from that and combined it to make that scene.
Yeah, Whoopi Goldberg only gets like 2 scenes in this whole flick.
Her scenes were bullshit.
They were.
The whole movie was about April trying to become a reporter. And then she get fired and...
She did, and she was still trying to become a reporter.
Yeah, she never got her job back at the end.
No, she didn't. Like, what was the point of that?
Yeah, so... Because she kept her secret, whatever. Anyway, I'm wrapping this up so I can get this bitch up on YouTube. I say avoid it at all costs.
Please do. I'm done. This movie gets a fucking F. Screw this movie.
Yeah.
I'm done.
Yeah.
No.
So, TMNT, I say avoid it. Until next time, guys, I'm Stormsink, and that's my opinion.
I'm Adam J. Litt.